This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on, people? How you guys doing out there today? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day, really. I'm at Track Meet 2024, man, with Track Society. Big shouts to Bay at the Avant Media Institute. We got a special guest into the building. We got greatness into the building. Go introduce yourself real quick.
I go by 91 Don.
Hey, 91 Don. What's going on, Joe?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly flavored, trying to make $1 into $1 million. You dig what I'm saying?
Every day.
So let's go ahead and get this going, man. How did this start for you?
So I initially started rapping in like 2004.
Real.
At first it was just like a hobby. Like I really didn't even know I had the talent that I had at the time. My brothers was rapping at first, and I just kind of picked up on it.
Real.
And ever since then, I've been consistently working at it because it was always something that I liked doing.
I feel that.
So maybe like 2016, like right after I got out the Army, I really started like, all right, let me take it serious because I really do got a talent.
Well,
and I feel like I could do something with it.
Okay.
But just, my bad to cut you off, but
No,
just recently I really started like making it my main focus, like, all right, I'm really gonna do this. So
well,
it's been going up ever since.
I want to say this too, is I salute to you, my appreciations of you in the Army or any veterans thing. I salute to you, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
So I wanted to say this, and first and foremost too, is that I can tell, like, it's like you have a very passionate story here.
Yeah.
So when did you know? I think I have something here.
I couldn't really put my finger on it, but it's just the reaction that I always would get from when I would let people hear my music or hear anything that I've done. The reaction was always positive. Like, everybody liked it, even if it was something that I didn't like personally.
Real.
Like, everything was always received so well. So I'm like, man, I'm really making an impact with what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. Like, and the people that I do let hear and the feedback that I get, it's always positive. So maybe I really do, like, you know, got something and should really put more effort into it and really pursue it.
I respect that, man. Now tell me, like, describe your sound to me. Like, how would your sound be?
I get asked this question a lot, and I never really know how to answer it because
Not boxed.
Yeah, I can't really say like I sound like this or I sound like that, but all I can really give people is what people tell me that it sounds like to them. I would say I can't. It's just unorthodox. Like my style. To put it in layman terms, I just say it's just me. Like at the end of the day, but I get compared to Currency a lot.
Okay.
As of late, I've really been getting compared to like Andre 3000. And at first, when people would say that, it'd throw me for a loop because I don't try to compare myself to anybody, but to be compared to somebody like an Andre 3000 or even some people compare me to Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, to be compared to this, it's like, man, how do I receive these compliments? Like, how am I supposed to take this? Like, I don't know how to take it because those some big shoes to fill to be compared to that. So, but I do appreciate it at the same time. It's very humbling. Like, I do appreciate being compared to those people, but I would just say they would have to listen to it and make that judgment for themselves as far as like what I sound like.
I ain't mad at them. I think though is that when people like hear you, they see that okay, like a reminiscent of this person. Yeah, and it is a credit to you. It is a credit, but I also understand how that could feel like that's a lot of pressure. Yeah, that at one time I didn't hate it. Look, I'm not. Look, I'm just me. Yeah. But I think though too is that it's okay to flex your muscle and say, well, you know what? Thank you. I received that, and I'm gonna move forward with that and build on that.
Yeah, as of late, so now when I do get complimented, I'm starting to have like more confidence in myself as I've been going along and finally start releasing my music and stuff, I am having more confidence in myself, because I'm always been so modest and so humble, like, oh yeah, it's cool. But now I actually feel like, yeah, my stuff, like, it really is cool. Like, my music really is good. At first, I try not to, like, get too big-headed, I would say. Like, try not to let my ego take over. But I feel like what I'm doing, I can make an impact. Like, I could really connect with people through my music, and like, it's good music.
Hey.
Like, it's something people should hear.
That's what's up, man. So what's the project though? What's the single right now?
So my birthday just passed on June 16th. I had just released 3 songs. I think right now I got maybe 6 or 7 in total, because I just started releasing, like, when I found out about this track meet. Yeah. Because, you know, we had to do an EPK, and I'm like, man, I know what an EPK is, but I know, like, what they looking for as far as what's on the EPK. And I'm like, I don't have nothing. So when I made my EPK, that's when I finally, like, started putting the stuff out. Real. And so right now I'm actually going to the studio after this whole event over. I got a session at 8. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, I got a session at 8 tonight. So I don't know.
Being here, let me ask you this. Being here, what have you learned so far?
So far, what I learned, so the first session we had was, like, for the vocal production and stuff like that. I had no idea they had, like, vocal producers. Like, I know they got producers and engineers and stuff, but, like, strictly a vocal producer. Like, I just learned that. The one I had before we took our lunch break, it was about marketing and stuff. Like, I learned a whole bunch. Like, I actually had to record everything on my phone, because I don't want to try to take notes and I can't be fully present and really take in, like, everything that's being said to me. So I'm gonna have to go back after I leave and listen to it again, because it was so many gems that was being dropped there. A lot of information I didn't know, but I did want to know. Like, just didn't know how to go about doing certain things as far as releasing your music and putting your money in the right place and making sure you're not just spraying and praying.
I respect this, man, I like stuff like this, because it's like, I think it's really dope to have knowledge. When you have knowledge, you have the most powerful tool. That's how I feel. Yeah. Let me ask you this: how do you feel that as a artist, or let's say somebody asks you for some advice, how do you feel like you can contribute and give them advice and I guess for the underground scene?
So advice, like, what direction they should take or how they should go about
like
music and stuff?
like if somebody asks you for your advice, how do you feel like you can what advice would you give to them?
The main advice that I would give to them is to get out of your own way. Because as artists, well, I know me personally, like, I'm very critical on myself, and I overthink a lot. I overthink to the point where, like, you really could get in your own way from overthinking too much. Yeah. And just have confidence and believe in yourself, because if you can believe it, then you can achieve it.
Hey, I like that. I like what you just said. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. I like that. Now, let me ask you this: as far as the music scene now, how do you feel like the music scene is right now?
Oh man, I think I got asked this question just recently, and to be honest, I don't really know what's going on in the music scene, like, whether that be, like, mainstream or, like, underground, local, indie. I really don't know. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just not something that I feel like I have the time and energy to be focused on, because I'm just so focused on finally
becoming your own.
Yeah, becoming my own, and still not necessarily trying to find myself, but, like, find my way as far as the music goes.
I respect that though, man. But you know what though? I think, stuff like this, networking with the DJs, networking with radio programmers and everything, and just I think with music is at a point right now where it's becoming like it's evolving again.
Yeah.
So every few years that it kind of that change comes, and I think we're at that point now. So, but what I will say is, I think this cannot be like somebody like you that can't be boxed. Yeah. Those type of music is a golden right now.
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy. I always talk to people about this, like when it comes to the music. Us as artists making music, specifically hip hop artists, or if you rap or do whatever, it's like any other type of artist. Like you could be an engineer, you could be an architect, you could be a painter, you could be all type of things, but nobody tells them you have to do it this way in order for it to be acceptable or just be considered art in general.
That's real.
Like nobody tells a painter you have to do it like this, or nobody tells an architect you have to do it like this. Of course, you got certain guidelines when it comes to being an architect, but as far as being an artist and you a painter, you could do whatever.
Yeah.
You could just, boom, throw a bucket of paint on something, call it art.
Yeah.
But when we making music as, like I say, specifically being a rapper or a hip-hop artist, is always, you got to be this way.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they should get rid of that. Get rid of that mindset, because art is art.
Yeah.
Like anybody could be an artist.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have to be a one shoe fits all.
Yeah. Everybody's different in every facet, and that's what makes the world so great. Because if we're all the same, it'd be pretty damn boring.
It wouldn't be what it is. Definitely, it wouldn't be what it is.
So, where can the people find you at, man?
They can follow me on IG. My Instagram is its_temporary with 2 Y's.
Okay.
I'm on Apple. I'm on Spotify, Amazon. My artist name is 91 Don, so they can find me that way.
Okay.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm just starting to like use my social media more. Like I'm starting to get into posting and actually engaging and stuff. So if they do follow me, just bear with me. Like I'm learning as I'm going with it.
I'm not good at social media.
With it.
I'm not good at social media at all. But I agree with you, man. It's a part. If you're an artist, it's a thing now. So I do appreciate you even being on here.
I appreciate you for
man.
having me. I appreciate it.
We definitely need to chime again. I would love to hear your music, and we'll definitely keep in touch and everything, man. Before you go, if you can you look into this camera and you're gonna say your name, and I'm rocking with Chicago 77.3.
Chicago 77.3?
Yes, sir.
What's going on with it? My name 91 Don, and I'm in here rocking with Chicago 77.3.
You dig, man. Support. Always support the people I bring up here. You want to know why? They dope as hell, Joe.
Thanks.
Hell, man. So make sure you guys stay in tune, man. We're going to go ahead and head out with some music. But until then, we out. Wow.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
I just got a brand new lolly. There's a phone in